Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Dead Cells. I think we've made some pretty good progress. That last episode was like, that was a lot of forward momentum. I'm hoping to carry on. But first, let's kill all the momentum and play with our weird exploding head thing. It does shoot out a bunch of blood when I do that, so that's probably bad. But like, what is this for? We could do this. Okay, there's definitely a maximum length on that leash. We could do that, but we could also do that just by climbing up here. So, like, what is the value of this? I haven't found any place in the game where it would be useful yet. Can we... Is there, like, a secret in here that requires me to climb along the ceiling, or... What, like, what... Oh, wait, no, that's not anything. Can I crawl along the roof? Oh. I think I was on the roof for a second there. Get up the... Okay. Hold on. We can do this. I think I'm hitting the maximum... Yeah, I'm hitting leash range. I'm pretty sure I can do this. Okay, hold on. Let's get on this side where we know we can get to. Oh, hold on a second. That's something. How do I actually get... How do I do that? I can't tell. There's no obvious markings in the wall. Can I, like, crawl? Nope, that's bad. Look at that. We found something. So it seems like the best way to get that is to actually crawl on the ceiling. So there might be some other stuff that's like this. Can I go up anywhere? Doesn't seem like it. Yeah, I have no idea how to take advantage of this. I don't have any idea how to get to that blueprint. We'll try, like... one or two more things. Oh. No! Well, shoot. Wait. This is not gonna work. Okay, I have no idea how to get to that. It doesn't seem like we can do it the way we're doing it now, but that's cool. That's a cool thing to know about. We'll figure it out. So, we now get some actual choices at the beginning of each run. Blood, sword, and shield, maybe? Yeah, we went pretty bow heavy last time. Let's try something... a little different. So this time we can afford to take it easy. I might go for the first time door. We'll see. We'll see how quickly we manage to find the scrolls in the first area here. Okay, that's handy. Oh, I have to go this way anyway. That is enough out of you. So yeah, somewhere in here, there is an optimal balance. Sell that chicken. Turkey? Probably chicken. Somewhere in here, there's an optimal balance of running from things and fighting things that gets you the maximum amount of gold while also not missing the time doors, and I'm sure I'll get the feel for it eventually. Oh, this is not ideal. Apparently I hit attack just a little bit too early there and stopped my roll before I was all the way on the other side of it. Okay, so we found the two scrolls that it seems like there generally are. Let's go red. So yeah, I guess let's try to find the exit here. I'm not gonna take that. We're gonna save our money. Yeah, you know what? Let's just go. There's a chest somewhere in that level that we could go back for, but the item it would drop would only be like a tier 2 or 3 item at best, and we'd probably end up replacing it before too much longer anyway. So we only got 2 cells, but we got 2 stat points, and we are in a really good position here. We really do need to pick up more mutations, though. There's quite a few that we're still missing. In particular, there's a red one. I'm pretty sure there's a red one that gives you bonus damage whenever an enemy is suffering from any of your damage over time effects. And I find that one is usually pretty good. It's not even just bonus damage against the wounded enemy. It's bonus damage on you while any enemy is affected by your stuff. So I would really like to find that one. Okay, that was very clean. This is this feels like really early in the run to already have this many stats. So here's what I want to do though. We're gonna go back to the wall. We're going to explore with our weird explodable head a little bit more. Of course I did. Of course I hit a spike that's just sitting there, inviting me to hit it. Can we get up on here maybe? Okay. Aha. Aha. About. It does keep going up, but unfortunately, a little bit out of our reach. Well, we found something. If I can actually survive to get that to the collector, who knows? That could be really valuable. I'm pretty sure I don't actually like that item, but yeah, it's good to have stuff unlocked. And then he hides in the wall so that I won't be able to hit him and get my health back. Alright, not a great start. Stop swinging. Very few of the enemies are dangerous on their own. Oh, we can actually do this now. But man, there are a lot of combinations of enemies that are super annoying. Ooh, the oiled sword. That one I like quite a bit, actually. Okay, so we got a couple of disables, a lot of good red stuff now. This red build is starting to look pretty decent. Okay, we're not actually going to go up there. Hold on. We're going to get a little closer. I want to make sure that that actually reveals all the way on the map so that we can see if there is anything. Nope. Nothing worth having. I don't really want to fight any more of those teleporting two-sword guys, because I'm already very nervous about the amount of health we don't have. Too many bats around here. This is infested. See, I don't think I've ever actually explicitly said it, but the way you can read the enemy attack patterns, which probably everybody watching has figured out by now, is that enemies generally have an exclamation point that appears above their head right before they attack you. This shield does have red on it, but it's hard for me to imagine wanting to use a shield that can't parry. Also, I feel like we haven't seen a floor rune in a really long time, which means that I'm not paying enough attention. So I'm pretty sure there are always the same number of those. Ah, man. Hit stunned by some enemies into the hits of other enemies. Those guys in particular, the exploding bomb throwers. Just super incredibly annoying enemies. Alright, anything cool over here? A poison grenade. No, I kind of like my two disables. If I could remember to use them, they'd be really good. So yeah, we're just going to take it a little bit slower here. We're not going to stress about timed doors. We are going to look for secrets a little bit. I do not think it's a coincidence that we did much better on the previous run after slowing down a little bit. Okay, we have the Gardener's Key. We still actually can't get the thing that requires you to have the 3 Gardener's Keys, because there is a key that still cannot be gotten with our current stuff. 106 damage. No, and I don't really want to take this bow either. Okay, I think we're just gonna sell one of these things off. doesn't root people if they're shielded either. So I should probably stop using it for that. Okay, that'll work. Also, given that I'm describing what we're doing here as slowing down, we still are spending quite a bit of time with a speed buff. Okay, I was just far enough over. I do think that I should prioritize gear that has damage reduction on it as well. We do a lot better when we have a little bit of reduction. That said, as far as I'm aware, there are only a few types of gear that spawn with flat damage reduction on them. So we may not have a lot of choice on that one. Either we'll find it or we won't. And I probably don't have all of it unlocked either. Well, I thought my swing hit that bat. There we go. I guess we may as well drink this. Not use my extra life for as long as possible. Okay, a higher level Impaler, that's interesting. Considerably better DPS, shoots an arrow in front of you, and I just really like the Impaler. Yeah, okay, we'll take that. That's worth buying. What is this now? Tom's place. Prisoner and Doctor of Mushroomology. Oh, we've been to Tom's place before. Is there... Oh yeah, we can go through his cash register here. How did a prisoner get a cash register, anyway? Right, like, it would make a lot of sense if it was just, like, a bag that had his ill-gotten gains in it. A very strange thing. How are we doing on time? 7 minutes? Yeah, it's not totally impossible that we could get the next time door, but I'm not gonna rush for it. Ow. I panic fired both of the grenades, but it's better than not firing them. Also, somebody was keeping their spare cake inside of that tartan training dummy, which doesn't really make any sense at all. Still can't climb these. We do not yet have all of the runes. Also, the map is telling me that we didn't actually reveal what's in here. Okay. Nothing. I just wanted to be sure that it wasn't valuable, you know? Wait a second. I do appreciate that. It seems like they changed the exploding bats so that they come down a little further. They approach you from an angle that's like more horizontally in line with you. Because it used to be the case that a lot of the more linear melee weapons, like this one, had a real problem dealing with those guys. You would often just have to run away from them, bait them into exploding, and then run away from them. Ow. Thought I had rolled in time. Well, the good news is we got that wall chicken. Also, anytime we can stop an enemy near a wall, the Impaler does so much damage against the wall. Do I want to go through to the ossuary? Ossuary. Would we be better off just promenading? No, let's do this. I think in order to get on the path that leads to the other boss, we might have to actually take the sewer exit out of the first area. Oh, hey, you know what? This area always has a lot of, like, little ledges and stuff. There very well might be a secret in here. This seems like exactly the kind of place where they would put a secret exit or a secret, like, blueprint or something. I should really be rolling against all the walls. No, I guess not. Huh. Weird. Okay, still pouring everything into restock. Feel a lot better once we have it. Probably want to take Fireworks Technician with this build. Alright, so we're going to come up a little short of the time door. That's not a big deal. I would have liked the extra scrolls, though. And then we're going to actually, like, really explore this place. Yeah, it was close. I think we were pretty thorough last time, too. But I just really feel like I need to make sure I get all of the stat scrolls we can possibly get for the things that are to come. Oh, I prevented him from turning. Also, I took a bunch of damage from something when I rolled there, but I'm not 100% clear on what it was. He hadn't attacked yet. Whatever, it's not a big deal. I think we're probably just going to stick with red. This isn't going to be a terribly fancy run. We're kind of just going to use whatever the best melee weapon we find is and actually be good at melee combat. That's the plan. So obviously, it's not great to attack those guys with the spiked shells from behind. Which unfortunately can be a little bit tricky when you prevent them from turning around while they're facing an inconvenient direction. That guy, can we convince him to roll over here? Oh wow, he didn't really take that much damage from the spikes. Well, I mean, this is a better shield than the one we're carrying now. Oh right, that was one of our starting items. Okay, I mean, we have modern-ish items. We have okay stuff here. If you fight them without rooting them in place or waiting for them to stun themselves against the wall, they will sometimes, in the middle of your combo, turn around and show you their back, so part of the reason I'm nervous to just run at them and go for it. Stuns are important. Critical attacks very often do like a very small stun, so when we can pin someone up against the wall like this, it usually won't give them the chance to fight back. I guess I got hit by one of the slimes there? Yeah, the root grenade might be a little bit overpowered. I think there's an argument to be made that it could be overpowered. So we are talking about 2 levels up already. This is a Lance 5. It's quite a bit of damage. Honestly, I like the animations of the Impaler so much that I think we should probably stick with it. It's very, very fast for the amount of range that it has. Also, faster weapons let you do that air hover thing that I was talking about last time. Apparently there's a limit to it, more than I had realized, but it's a useful thing to be able to do. It lets you have a lot of control over how quickly you fall into enemy attacks. And sometimes save you from taking damage that you don't need to take. Alright, maybe we should put a couple points into green now. Not because not just whatever gives us the most health in those options, because we probably, if we're going to keep carrying a shield, we'd like it to be really useful. What is down here? Oh, one of these. Yeah, reduced cooldown on the grenades was definitely the right call. This root grenade is basically our entire strategy. He stopped vibrating, so I thought he was no longer charging up his attack. Until, of course, we got close, when my foolishness became clear. Alright, so do we want to buy stuff here? Yep, I'm just going to let that guy hit me in the back once. Totally worth it to get those other kills without taking damage. And then we were about to buy this anyway. That's not the right button. Sorry, Mr. Shopkeeper, please don't take offense at that grenade I just hurled at you. He gets it. It was an accident. It was a good-natured grenade. I meant well by it. Ow. Apparently he started spinning right before I threw that grenade. Yeah, I think we're gonna keep taking red for a little while. Let's see what's down here. Ow, that's a really bad place for that to be. How incredibly annoying. Also, it's supposed to get interrupted when you hit it, and it was not doing that. Extra jump in midair, gold as well as a cell, 2 points of stats. That's a pretty good one. And we've got a stun grenade now. Probably we could replace one of our pieces of gear with this. I think it would be crazy to replace the root grenade. Stun grenades behave a lot like frost grenades. Except this one makes people emit a toxic cloud when they die. Who built all these elevators? What was even the value of there being a pair of elevators there? Ooh, the Spartan sandals. I don't love these. Are they... Yeah, they're still the thing you would expect they are from the name. Half the damage. But it burns people. They take a bunch of damage if they get kicked into the wall, but it's just not good. It's just not a good item. And like you can yell, this is Sparta, and maybe if you're really, really into that reference, it's funny once. I think that's about the end of the value that those things have. Okay. Nope, absolutely not. Not even going to consider it. Where the heck are we supposed to be go? Okay, here. Some of these levels get a little labyrinthy sometimes. See, so if I throw it at him and I expect him to turn around, it hits him before he turns around. And if I throw it at him and expect him not to turn around, it hits him right after. It's almost like being terrible at doing things consistently is bad. I didn't want him to turn around. I was trying to get them close together and facing the same direction. There we go. It's hard to tell from that guy's stunned animation which direction he's facing. I really thought he was facing toward us there. So where? That's the time door. Oh, there's probably a breakable floor here, and it looks like there's also just a normal path down that I didn't pay attention to. Nope, totally not a breakable floor. Just have to go around through that other path down, I guess. Psh, who needs elevators? Huh. I wonder if that's a better spear than ours. It probably is, right? If it's down here? Only very, very slightly. Still, we already paid for it. Oh, he's not quite close enough to the wall. There we go. There's the crits. Okay, those guys are not getting stunned at all. I might be making up that crit stun thing. I thought it was real. Also, you have to get really close to the extra gold from cells in order to actually collect it. Yeah, it's nice to have a really long melee weapon. The fact that we can roll super late and let those guys start their charge and then still catch them in the back is very nice. Oh, there's something below us over here. It doesn't look like there's a breakable floor. Alright, hold on. Let's continue on. We'll see if there's another way into that from another side, maybe. Also, I definitely shouldn't throw both of my grenades. They do basically the same thing. They are to be used alternatingly when one of them is on cooldown, so that I have actually 0 time when I can't throw a grenade. Wait a minute. Did I see a rune? No. Sometimes the floor glows. It's just like that. Also, take this. Yeah, what's up now, floor? What's up now, guy who built this dungeon? Look upon your works in despair. That's not what that poem is about, by the way. Yeah, I mean, this is gonna come across as kind of a silly thing to say, because when isn't it true? But man, I could really use some more damage. Look at how long it takes to kill some of these guys. Oh, this sucks. Alright, good stuff from the stun grenade. The wolf traps actually do increase the damage you do to things that are held, but unfortunately the wolf traps also are not red. They are green and purple. I may not have actually needed the stun there. Also, I thought we had to be getting near the end, but this place goes on forever. It really, like, wraps all the way around itself. Good news is we're going to have quite a lot of cells to turn into the thing. Oh, there's a way we can keep going down here. So we're definitely going to get restock unlocked. Okay, well, that's the way out. There's still a mystery. We didn't totally see that upper corner there. I bet there's nothing there. But at this point, we're basically done with the place anyway, and we are way off of getting any time doors, so... Yep. Nothing of value. since we don't care about the time door, let's go back and figure out what's up with that area where there's clearly a secret. So it doesn't seem like there's anywhere that we can break down through the floor. Ah, okay. Well, that was straightforward. Ah, yes, that's right. We did find this before, and then I managed to get us killed. Okay, anything else? I think we've been pretty thorough at this point. All right, let's go fight the really, really easy boss. The honestly kind of tedious boss. I do wish that after you kill this guy a couple of times, or maybe after you get your first boss cell or something, they would replace him with something else, or maybe just like add some attacks. Or... He's just very, very easy. Huh, where's that new blueprint? Oh, that's right, we would have to unlock it. What exactly does it do? Potions heal you over time, but add... Oh, okay. It's not more healing, it's more damage. So that would be pretty good on bosses, I think. What do we want to take here? Dead Inside's not bad. Give me a little bit more room for error. Combo is best in the situations where we don't really need it. So yeah, I guess for right now we'll just take Dead Inside. We need to do a nice easy boss fight and then go back to full health. They say the prison warden was personally involved in guarding the bridge, eh? Well, this probably isn't him, unless the malaise that was going around was turning people into, like, golems. Yep, gonna be a lot of that. I hope you all like that sound. So we don't really have another way of dealing damage here. Alright, the game gave me a very late parry there. I did not really get that. Also, man, it takes forever for that stupid shield to wear off. I was holding left. This is part of my problem with this boss, is that there are significant portions of the fight where you are not supposed to go near him because he's invincible or because he has the damage shield on. And that makes it take a lot longer than it needs to. It turns out the parry window on this shield's like very generous. Alright, let's get on the other side of him. I guess I'll just refill since we're gonna get a fresh flask anyway. Honestly, I'm probably better off just parrying rather than using the grenades, because the shield at least puts poison on him. This music is maybe a little too dramatic for the mechanics of the fight that are occurring. It's alright, we'll go down to the sewer for the next couple of runs. Mix things up a little bit. Apparently I was getting so lax with the parry timing that I just elected not to parry that time. That's not ideal, but also, like, kind of who cares, right? I think that's the place we're in right now. We've discovered the blueprint for Alien Nation. That show was okay. And Frost Blast 3L. You know what? We have not used the Frost Blast at all. We could probably just replace our shield with it. So enemies hit by this will thaw more slowly. It does double damage to burning targets, and when the freeze ends and they start thawing, then you pick up a bleed. Yeah, that's okay. We've not gotten to use this yet, and I think people generally like it. I believe I talked about how I don't really care for it, but that doesn't mean it's bad. That just means that I'm sometimes real weird and picky. Okay, we're totally gonna unlock this time. It's like, we gotta talk to him to actually turn in the blueprint. Okay, reducing a curse gets you HP back. That's gonna actually possibly become more valuable as we continue to level up, because the healing flask stuff will get rarer and rarer. Yeah, I think we're good. So I think we probably will go through the sepulcher rather than the clock tower. I just don't really care for the clock tower. It's super long and much more difficult than the sepulcher for no like actual extra benefit, right? So yeah, Frost Blast does that. It's a very like Shotokan Hadouken kind of maneuver, and it just shoots ice in a very small area. And it puts a considerable slow on the enemies. It's definitely something to be said for it. Honestly, it's not that different than just using a KO shield to stun them, so had we been using our KO shield, this would feel pretty familiar. Ow. It does have some wind-up, though, which is a big part of the reason I don't care for it. Got a little too much wind-up for my taste. Those guys do their thing. Okay. Things that have positional crit like this, or like it only crits up against the wall, it seems to make it deal critical damage to every enemy hit by the attack, even if they aren't the ones who triggered it. So like we're hitting the worms, all 6 of the worms critically, even though only one of them was against the wall. Let's see if we can't get these pirate guys a little closer together. Oh, I cannot believe he managed to fire his cannon in the extremely small amount of time between those 2 grenades. That was like almost a single frame. Alright, show me something cool, guy. I guess I don't really have a ton of money. Yeah, I can't buy the only thing here that's really interesting. Wait a minute. Have we seen this area before? The stain here. Is that more of a urine or a bile color? Probably a mixture of the two. Lovely. What's in here? Concentrated essence of Buplurum. Buplurum. 8 times a day, more if the subject vomits, resuscitate if necessary. Note any signs of improvement in the register. They were trying to fight this thing. The treatment administered to the latest volunteers seems to be producing results. They're still coughing, but they're vomiting much less. Or less blood, in any case. Am I on the right track? I mean, reducing the amount that someone is vomiting blood is generally good doctoring, yeah. Most of the interesting books and products seem to have been pillaged already. Oh, it says most. I don't think there's any point in looking in the prisoners' quarters for books. Although that's probably an unfair stereotype. There's not really a lot of books on this bookshelf anyway. Just between us, these guys weren't exactly the sharpest tools in the shed. Oh, what? All of a sudden now I have a memory? Ridiculous. A ridiculous assertion. Okay. I assume that we are not going to get the full story on whatever it is that happened here, unless we can beat the boss a couple more times. So I need to step it up. Okay, I mean, listen, I'm not saying the Frost Blast is bad. It certainly does this thing well. This is a really bad time for a sneeze to start winding up with all of those explosive bats coming down at us. I really do appreciate them coming in lower now. I'm a little surprised we didn't get hit there. Yeah, I wish those had the same collection range as all the other gold. It sucks to have to run extra distance over to get those things, especially when they only seem to be worth about 60 gold. Ow. I was kind of hoping he was going to teleport down on the same side as the other enemy. We're definitely not taking this blood sword, and the sinew slicer has very poor scaling for us. A lot of these side areas have been very disappointing so far. Hi. I thought I was safe. Ah, that time I actually was safe, but Alright. However safe I think I am, I'm wrong. That's what I'm learning. Well, we probably ought to do this. Also, apparently I didn't grab that, because stupid range issues. Hold on. We're going to go that way eventually, as we will, I'm sure, have to. Maybe we should do some other stuff first here. Those bats are much less annoying to deal with now. Okay. Starting to see that mist again. Oh god. It's got to be up and to the left of us here. Or up and to the right, rather. I think we're clear over to here. Oh no, it's all the way over there. Huh, is there another one? Yeah, there totally is. These cannonballs are unbelievably smart munitions. They always know exactly how to travel and explode to hit you. Oh wow, okay. I thought I'd really screwed up by hitting that button. Thought for sure I was out of range. Okay, so we have access to the outside here a little bit. Can we crawl up there, actually? Okay, now the other question, is there actually any value to being up here? No, of course not. Silly me. How many red scrolls do we actually need? Okay. That dude was already in the air. Also, why are there so many of these fog bishops now? Seems like an unusual number, right? Okay, come on, like... You know what would be cool? Is if one of these doors that has a chest drawn on it actually had a chest in it. Okay, we are really, like, absolutely loaded for bear with the disables. Downward smash attacks cover the ground with oil and 2 points of red. Versus the extra jump that we're not actually even using. In case it wasn't clear, it doesn't give you any extra height. It just lets you. It's more of a hover, really. Yeah, you know what? I'll take cover the ground with oil. We don't have a way of igniting it now, but that's a useful thing to have. Well, I suppose I wasn't very specific when I said it would be cool to find a treasure chest. Still, that does feel a little bit spiteful. You can almost hear the malign mind of the game engine thinking, oh, he wants a chest, does he? I'll give him a chest. I find it's helpful in life to imagine that everything that happens to you is because of some kind of focused malign intelligence that helps to make it not your fault when things go wrong. On the whole, I think this went very well. This whole area. Hold on a second. There's a place up here where there could be a thing. No, doesn't seem like it. It bothers me that I still haven't really figured out a good use for the, for this. Right? There should be something. It should do something. I thought we almost had it. We're almost onto it with the, that blueprint that we could see in the starting area. But it seems like you have to get too far away from your own head to get up there. Okay, we finally did it. So now we can re-roll shops. I think that's very, very valuable. So we were close to unlocking a number of things. Did I actually finish all of those? I did. Okay. Well, we do still need more charges in our health flask, but also we need more items. What is it that I was pretty close to done with? Yeah, okay. We might actually be able to get that finished on this run. We could try to reforge something until it has burning enemies on it. Here, let's upgrade this thing. Victim emits a toxic cloud, swarm of biters. Those are both cool. We could upgrade this thing. And then, ooh. Maybe I don't want to reroll it, though, because that's a lot of bonus damage to a frozen target. It's worth trying a little bit, like, enemies, come on, victims burn. Okay, there we go. That might allow us to really get our thing rolling here. This could be a very powerful build. We are still using a root grenade 1, but it turns out root grenades are really, really good. The important part of the root grenade doesn't scale with numbers anyway. Hold on. Wait a minute. What about one of these? Huh. Oh, I actually can't quite seem to stick to all walls all the time. A little finicky. How did I get it once? There's probably nothing up there anyway. I think we've gotten in there, right? There's probably a blueprint behind each one of the timed doors, is my guess. Big incentive to get to it once. This is not actually as good as ours. 4+ is better than 5. What was the other thing that we have the option of taking? A purple... Yeah, okay. We'll just sell that for a very small amount of gold. Really, almost like an insultingly small amount of gold. Ow. I saw it coming. I tried to roll out. Okay, well, we found the first key door already. Get back over here to the light. I guess I could have killed that caster over there. That would probably have been a good idea. Yeah, you know what? If we're trying to unlock Ice Shock by the end of the run here, we might actually want to do that. Well, it looks like we're going to have to go through that shooter after all. Those projectiles go on forever. That's not actually a floor you can drop through, it turns out. I mean, yeah, the damage against frozen targets on this thing seems to be very, very good now. Okay, there we go. Also, probably a thing that I should, like, remember to use more often. Yep, I was gonna say, we didn't actually go all the way up into the corner there. Should we double check? And it turns out, yeah, it's totally worth heading up here. It would have been really annoying to see that from above, given the length of the path back to it. feel like we're really tearing through this place. Like, to the point where I'm wondering if I accidentally sent us in here with no cells? Are we on the right difficulty? Yes, okay. Also, that status screen has a lot more stuff on it than I had realized. You know, I guess a good weapon makes all the difference. It's been a little while, I think, since we've had just, like, a really good melee weapon. I'm gonna turn around here. Kind of screwed around there and let my light burn down. Let's refresh it and then come back out. So yeah, we haven't had much opportunity yet to show it off, but you got to see there, if you stomp out one of those breakable floors above enemies, it actually does a very significant amount of damage to them. Yeah, this combination of things is very good. I gotta remember to keep doing the freeze. Jesus, look at that damage. You know what? May as well break that. That way we have a couple of choices of how to come back through here later. I shouldn't have rolled that way. Should have just kept going. See, like, this weapons that have fast attacks really let you experience the joy of the movement system, because I was able to there roll off of that platform to get enough room to get away from the bat explosion, and then attack in the air 2 times to kill that enemy, and then roll back because the attacks had frozen me in the air. It's so cool. Oh, that's a good dodge. You need to get rid of this guy. Drop back down to the light. Okay, everything's fine. What have we here? Invisible after 5 seconds without attacking. The first invisible attack deals a bunch of bonus damage. 20% damage reduction. Yeah, alright. I think we're giving up on our inflammable oil. That invisible thing seems really cool. I don't know that I've ever seen a necklace with that on it before. Oh, apparently if you stun the guy, he can't catch his axe, so it just continues on through. Fair enough, that makes sense. Right, we're not taking this. I guess I should have known that that guy was only going to give us a neck piece, so we probably didn't actually need to fight him. Nope, absolutely not. So why is this little room even over here? I'm sure you have. You can just stay there and continue to be naughty. I don't think I like it when we're just walking around in a dungeon, you know, doing our thing as dungeon crawling adventurers, and then all of a sudden a chest starts sexually harassing me. Yeah, sure. Who needs gold? I just right-clicked to try to roll. I recorded a couple episodes of Enter the Gungeon today. Apparently that is the effect that has. I wonder if I've done that at any other points. Maybe that's why a couple of my rolls haven't worked out. Well, I'm just going to keep juicing up our damage, because we seem to be doing very well on not getting hit. Like, we have a real strategy here. A new stun grenade that spreads inflammable oil. It has less damage reduction on it, but it's a higher level, so we could buy a plus for this, and it would be even more effective than the one we have now. And this spreading oil on enemies and then the root grenade burning them is pretty interesting. We'll no longer get our swarm of biters, but we'll still get some damage. Yeah, you know what? I'll go ahead and take the upgrade. And we'll just pay to upgrade this, because that's pretty cheap. Yeah, hopefully you're starting to be able to see what I was talking about when I said that eventually you get a little bit more control over your build. Like, especially now that we can, on this next coming run, we'll be able to re-roll our early shops and stuff. We're going to have a lot of say over exactly what we end up using. Ooh, okay. As soon as I attacked, I thought I had made a grave error. Ow, right, of course. Standing next to that guy is never going to be a good idea, no matter how rooted he is. When that first attack missed, I saw my life flash before my eyes. You know what? Let's just be really on the safe side. Somehow we seem to have lost the little guy. He doesn't see me teleport to the other platform that was 3 feet away and that he was directly looking at. Where is the door? Oh, okay. Looks like if we just keep bearing left here, there's an area we didn't go to. Oh, wait, that's a rune. Look at that. I do sometimes see them eventually. Okay. I sure hope there's a light source over here. A new level of Frost Blast, but Frost Blast is ordinarily not red, so... Impaler 6. Same base damage as ours, so it would be a lot better once we buy a plus for it. How much money do I have? We'd have like 3,000 left. Yeah, we should be able to do that. I won't have the big bonus damage versus frozen targets, but we can try to re-roll that onto it. Let's see, here's our re-roll the shop option. So this wasn't the way forward. Am I spacing where was... Man, where the heck am I going? Hold on a second. So we have this key. That's the entrance. So that's the timed door. Ah, here. Wait, no, this is probably... Yeah, that's one of those shafts we can't climb. Never mind. And is this also one of those shafts we can't climb? Yep, it sure is. Huh. Am I just, like, not... Oh, here it is. There's a statue up above this thing. There we go. Yeah, I do miss our extremely ridiculous damage against frozen enemies. It's alright, we're gonna get it back, and it's gonna be even better. I'm feeling pretty sanguine about this run, man. We do not need to do that. Yeah, I think we definitely can take the clock dude, the clock keeper, the timekeeper, whatever. The only thing he's going to be the keeper of is my contempt. So what do I want to do? Do we want to take the ice shard this run and trade out our freeze? This slows enemies. What I like about this a lot is that it doesn't really require you to stop moving. It's kind of like the throwing knives, and then you can just do it on the run. Inflicts critical damage on targets in water or targets who are covered in oil. And we do have an oil thing. Yeah, you know what? Rather than sticking with the Frost Blast, let's get this. Get one of those. And then, what else do we want to pour cells into? We can unlock some more of these. Honestly, I don't think these ones are amazing, though. That's okay, I guess. Okay, why don't we do this? We'll put this one cell away from being unlocked. Here we have an Ice Shard 5. Oh, I forgot. This thing is gold, so it has a stat point on it. Also, this would have to be re-rolled so that it doesn't give us 100% damage taken, or plus 100% damage taken. But we can do that. Yeah, I'm okay with this. Let's do some re-rolls. Hey, you. Upgrade and re-roll this thing. Also, oh, wow, that's actually very expensive. Yeah, okay. Those upgrades get expensive. Well, we no longer need this to do bonus damage to frozen enemies, because we're not going to be actually freezing anything. I don't remember if the toxic cloud poisons or not. We may or may not get this bonus. I think I'm going to reforge this thing once. Okay. Shoots an arrow in front of you for quite a lot of damage. Extra damage on the crits. That all seems fine. Alright, let's go beat a boss. So we're going to be able to keep this guy slowed for the entire fight. Is my hope. I'm like relatively sure that's correct. We have a lot of ways of disabling. I'm pretty sure that there's like a disable cap on bosses. You can't keep them permanently locked up. But I was hoping we could keep him close enough to the wall that he would be taking crits from us. Oh, I almost rolled directly into that. Ah. Gonna do the chain next. Ow. Wow, that really hurts when you let him hit you with that whole thing. So yeah, you can see the ice, whatever it is, the ice shock comes out really fast. It doesn't require you to slow down much. It actually does really great damage. I just like it way more than Frost Blast in pretty much all circumstances. And it's not really that hard to get it into a build where like you're throwing oil at people anyway, because you have some fire stuff that you want to use. And I need to stop taking damage. Ah. What I needed to do there was throw my stun at him. Well, okay. That's not great. Frost Shock right to the face. What'd I tell you? It's a great weapon. So we've got a blueprint for velocity. We've got a Nutcracker 5. I don't think I want this. The attack's just too slow. It's like a worse version of the symmetrical lance. Not for me. We're going to get to refill here. We might actually be able to make it to the boss. Like I feel like we've got a pretty good build. I know that I took an embarrassing amount of damage there, but I think this is totally doable. So, do we want to unlock anything new? Do I want to... I'm just going to pour cells into this so that we can start with a bow that isn't the garbage starter bow. Oh, right. We're allowed to take a new mutation because we lost ours. I don't know what happened to it. It's just gone. Well, we definitely don't need ammo for a ranged weapon. I guess we'll take combo. The castle's fairly difficult, and this will let us get through it a little bit more easily. And it will have some effect on the final boss, because he does summon minions, at least. Alright. The prospects of us getting to the boss here, getting to the one-cell version of the final boss, are pretty good, I think. Oh, that's bad. Yeah, it gets slowed. That's pretty slowed, too. Okay. Okay. That's enough of that from all of you. Oh, Jesus. What on earth happened? I was stun-locked from the moment we hit the ground, even while all those enemies were stunned, until the moment I died. That sucked. Like, I hit the ground and I saw how many enemies it was, and I tried to roll, and I continued to try to roll until dead. Well, what an ignominious end to what I thought was a pretty good run there. I suppose that is going to be it for us for today. Thank you all so much for watching. At least we got to use a fun weapon the whole run, and we got to embarrass the Timekeeper. That's always good. Come back next time for, hopefully, an hour of run that goes about that well, and then an ending that goes slightly better. And we'll see you then.